Hi there, everyone. Laurie Barraco here, and I'm looking forward to looking into my predictions for the week of June 13th, 2021. And I'm using my new favorite deck, the Lightseer Tarot by Chris Ann, and this is in our online store as well as in the storefronts. All right, so let's take a look and see what the cosmic influences are for us on the heels of this new moon solar eclipse, and we're still in the energies of Mercury retrograde. So let's continue to be mindful of our thoughts and our communication. So we're in the sign of Gemini, and Gemini rules the mind, the thoughts, communication, the thinking part of the brain. So it's only natural that things may be a little off kilter, a little off balance when we also add in the energies of Mercury being retrograde, the planet being retrograde. So let's take our time before we rush to judgment. Let's take our time before we respond with those trigger responses that where our buttons are getting pushed. Is just take a moment. I encourage all of us who are tuned in, myself included, to take a moment to breathe, to pause before we allow that trigger reaction to just pass all the filters of our processing mind and our reasoning mind, and we're blurting things out and they just kind of fly out of there. So let's try to just not blurt too much out there. Take time to process, to think about it before you react, and even ask yourself, is this necessary? Could I be misunderstanding this? Could this be me blowing things up out of proportion? Or is the other party possibly? Just take a moment. Let's just calm it down. Okay, so the cards for this week are the Ace of Wands, the Justice card, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. All right. Well, this is interesting energy. So we may begin the week like gangbusters, all excited, inspired, the energy on the heels of this Ace of Wands, which is all about epiphanies and excitement and new doors opening up. Maybe new psychic gifts are coming through and so on and so forth. So we may be all hot and heavy and excited, and we're like, yeah, and optimistic. And then we've got the Justice card coming in. So sometimes then things need to find a little bit of balance, right? So we may be all go hung with new ideas and really excited about them, and not taking time to prep ourselves for this new path, this new journey that we're about to just jump onto and travel down. And then Spirit says, wait. The Justice card comes in. You need to just pull it back a little bit. Let's plan. Let's ground ourselves a little bit. Let's not just leap before we think. Okay, just take a moment. Remember, the mind, the thoughts, the jumping to conclusions, the misunderstandings, the potential for all of those things is pretty high these days. So let's just kind of pull it back a little bit. And one message that I'm hearing very clearly is to take other people's reactions into consideration. Before we blurt things out and just kind of put it all out there, let's take other people's reactions and their feelings and so on and so forth before we just bypass that integrity, grace, class filter that seems to be missing these days. Okay, and then the last card we have is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is showing us where we are out of balance in our physical world. Are we not taking care of our temple? Are we eating crappy foods and not getting good sleep? Are we digesting negative internal dialogue? Are we judging ourselves? Are we judging others? When you prepare your food or your beverages, what are you thinking about? What are you talking about? I was making my coffee this morning, and the coffee, my Keurig went a little crazy this morning. So I was frustrated, and I said, hold on, I need to calm it down. Let's get my coffee grinds unclogged and take a moment and woosah before I fix it and then ingest that frustration, right? So that's the same thing with our foods, our body. So Spirit's encouraging us to pay attention to what's going on, right? So we're all excited this week, inspiration, being inspired, optimistic, ready to go, which is a good thing. And then we might lose some of the filter of how we communicate and speak with others and so on and so forth, and misunderstandings may come up, and that Spirit's going to help us bring things back into balance in our physical reality. It doesn't mean that these awesome opportunities are not going to happen. It just means Spirit's encouraging us to pull it back a little bit. And the last part I want to kind of talk about with this, the first card is the Ace of Wands. This is a new opportunity, a new way of connecting with Spirit. So if you can, try to add a little bit of extra alone time where you're alone with your thoughts and you're able to connect with Spirit, whether it's meditation, yoga, journaling, spending time outside, going for a walk, putting on relaxing and peaceful music. Try to do that for yourself, okay? Because that's going to help you digest and pull in and anchor in these wonderful, inspiring opportunities that are trying to come in for us, right? But we do need to find balance within all of that, okay? And pay attention to our physical world, our bodies, and also it has to do with our finances too. So try not to go overboard, right? So you may be inspired with an idea and you want to go all in and invest all of your savings and so on and so forth. Spirit's trying to help us and bring in more balance with that, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. I'm Laurie Barraco. Namaste.